Hello guys, and welcome back to another cold stream. On today's stream, we are back with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, we are going to be discussing the best decks for the WCS, the World Championship Qualifier Series in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, as well as just climbing, because I haven't done any of climbing, and it's also new. But I wanted to check out what's actually in this pack real quick, because it's always terrible. It's always so bad, and yet somehow they always seem to disappoint even more. At the very least, we got Stealth Kragen, which is something. Like, at the very least, there's, you know, 2 playable cards. You could also argue Slash Raw is a playable card, but, like, none of the rest of this is. Let's be honest, all of the rest of this is just disappointing. And, like, what's the point of these? Whoa, I got a Primal Seed. Hooray! Marauding Captain Pog. Ah, yes, my favorite. Full active duplex. Kragen and Primal Seed is cool. What is Primal Seed used for? Please explain to me what Primal Seed is used for outside of degenerate, weird FTKs. I have never seen that card used in anything remotely interesting. And FTK. Exactly. Like, not even a good one. Just like, an FTK. Oh, cool, I got nothing. Ooh. What? I have more? That's great. Yo! Mystical Wrap. Oh, cool. I don't even know what that is. I didn't know that card existed. It's not true. I probably did know it existed. Cool, 5-headed dragon. My favorite. Anyway, coolio. Let's go to the World Championship. I believe I'm in, yeah, Duel level 12 for now. Anyway, we'll do that in a second. You can add Exodia to your hand. I mean, I guess. If you banish her entire deck, I guess. You can add it to your hand, technically. It was good when Dragon Rulers were good, so nostalgia for me. Primal Seed was good when Dragon Rulers were good. No, they weren't. What? In what regard? Are we thinking of the same card? How was Primal Seed used? What? What? Was it to add back, like, random, Dragon Rulers? That you would, like, banish off of another Dragon Ruler? But then you'd have to get a BLS on your field. How are you getting... Never mind. Never mind. I'm just not going to think about it. Sure. You probably, remember more than me. Let's be honest. Anyway. What we have today is... I decided to do this on stream instead of doing a video for this because... Normally I do tier list videos, but... Honestly... I figured it'd be better on stream to kind of get your thoughts and ideas, as well as just because I like literally just did a tier list. So there's that. But the important thing, it's tier list Tuesday, by the way. Hooray! Or is it supposed to be Thursday? Anyway, the important thing is we're gonna go over the best decks in the WCS, what I expect to be the best, what I expect to do well, and kind of go over why. And kind of what I expect the metagame to be, and then we'll see if I'm correct. Now, here's the thing. With this tier list, you can basically get any deck to dual level max pretty easily. Because it's a lot similar to, like, getting to master rank or something like that. And... so most decks don't really have an issue as long as you can kind of win duels here and there. You're not going to be playing against like the best players because like gems are involved and stuff like that. And so for the most part, you're not going to see a whole lot. But when it comes to stage 2, which is more so what I'm going to be referring to in this, when it comes to stage 2, I think the metagame will solidify a bit more, and that is kind of where a lot of the actual importance of choosing a deck and how you like build and play a deck will matter more. And that's kind of where I'm going to come at this from, right? Is basically stage 2. What do I expect to do well in stage 2? So, starting off here, we have Snake Eyes. Now, we have Snake Eyes, we have Rescue Ace, and I believe we have a Fire King variant as well. So, if we're talking about Snake Eyes did receive a pretty big, not big, but a pretty substantial hit on the last ban list. And with the 2 ban lists in succession that have hit Snake Eyes, it has made it a lot more vulnerable to interaction. It's made it a lot more inconsistent. So overall, I do not think Snake Eye pure or pure variants of Snake Eye, aka pure with like 4 Kashtira cards and just like a myriad of hand traps, are really going to be all that good. Right? With the limitation to Unicorn, with the limitation to Snake Eye Ash, with all of those limitations kind of compounding and really pulling mostly the consistency of it down, I think that losing to 1 or even just 2 hand traps is a lot more likely to happen. So because of that, I'm going to put it in tier 1.5. This may be blasphemous. This is probably the one thing I will get wrong, but I'm okay with that. Because honestly, I do not think that this deck has as much teeth by itself. I think the consistency nerfs are massive and matter a lot more because it means you're going to be breaking a lot more, which is the like biggest thing. And it also means that like when you're playing up against a lot of the other strong decks that are likely to have multiple interactions on your turn, you're not going to be able to push through that nearly as effectively. Now, with that being said, I don't think Snake Eyes is bad. I don't think the engine is bad. It's just pure Snake Eyes that I do not think is very good. Next up, we have Stun. I don't think Stun is going to do a whole lot. I put it in Rogue. Stun always takes up like 1 to 2 slots within the top 100. But honestly, I don't expect it to be very common, as well as I don't expect it to do too well. It's kind of just that, like, here's a very specific anti-meta deck. But with the meta being pretty diverse in terms of its interactions, while it is technically just a lot of Snake Eye and Snake Eye variants, the amount of different boards that those Snake Eye variants make and the different amount of tech options and like non-engine options that they can play is quite substantial. And so because of that, I don't think that Stun is likely to do as well as in maybe previous events. I think it's also it's probably going to be more well prepared for, like people are going to actually prepare by like main teching Harpies or something like that. So I think pure Snake Eyes hurts a lot more being hand trapped. Yep. Snake Eyes have answers for every deck. Yeah. Or at least they can. So yeah, I don't think Stun is going to be insane, but it'll still crop up here and there. Mana, I really am tempted to put this pretty low because I really don't expect it to do all that well. I'm going to put it above Stun. I have a little bit more faith in Manadimian than Stun, but all things considered, I'm not expecting it to do all that well. It's just a, like, significantly worse version of Snake Eye. It dies to a lot more interactions, like a well-placed Ash, a well-placed Imperm, or even just, like, a Maxi. Whereas, like, Snake Eye can just kind of rely on its hand traps. Mana can't really do that as well, right? It's just a worse Snake Eye. Dragon Maids, what about them? Sword Soul is just ass. I'm sorry. Sword Soul has kind of died. Sword Soul is really cool. I don't expect it to do anything at all in any capacity. Yeah, that's basically it. The problem is that the interactions it makes are good, but they're not good enough most most decks can play through it or don't care about it. Right? Protoss just doesn't do as much. Sure, you could call fire, maybe, but that's like on a really, really strong hand, and you're just kind of hoping and praying that it's a fire deck or something like that, which is fine, but like, in a best of one, Protoss call anything is not nearly as useful. So all in all, like, I don't really see it doing much. So there's that. Exosister always does something because of Shifter. Like, this is just a Shifter deck, and I don't really see it doing much. Sword Soul was really power crept. Yep. Horus variants. I mean, these are just stun. Like 99% of the time. Protoss absolutely can call dark or call fire. What are you talking about? Do you not know how Protoss works? Horus is most of the time just stun, and most of the time it's like just worse than actual just normal summon a barrier statue and pass, or normal summon Pachycephalo and pass. So yeah, it's just like objectively worse stun. But there are some Horus variants that are pretty good. Most notably, Horus Tyr is very good, but we'll talk about that with Tyr. As well as Horus Orcust, I think is pretty good as well. How do they summon fire? Shaman. Shaman of the Tenyi is a fire. Good job. Stun but beatdown. Yeah, basically. Next up, Labyrinth. Labyrinth is really, really good in best of ones, and I will continue to say this until eventually Labyrinth dies. Labyrinth is really strong. The fact that you can play a wide variety of different styles with Labyrinth, whether that's the hand trap version, whether that is the furniture-centric version, whether that is the very like trap floodgate style centric lab, it's fine. Another big thing is that it has the we've just seen it consistently pop off in these style of events where it's just really, really good. I think against a lot. I think specifically when you are playing less games, it's not nearly as good. But when you're playing as many games as you kind of need to, especially in Stage 2 to do very well, it tends to kind of even out a lot more. And you tend to see it rise a lot more, where it doesn't have that high variance factor of just like getting Harpy's Feather Dustered and stuff like that. So I think it's still probably one of your best options, and definitely something you should be looking forward to. Or at least planning for in this game. Maybe I'd put it down a tier. We'll see. Maybe I'll bump down, but like honestly, I struggle to think of something that is like it's either Snake Eyes variants or Lab. Like those are the two decks that I'm thinking of right now that are like good for this event, or like really good for this event, I should say. This meta is rough for going second if you don't have enough hand traps. Well, that's the thing. Lab can absolutely play a bunch of hand traps. Right? Lab can play a bunch of hand traps, or it can play a bunch of traps, depending on how the meta goes, right? And right now, you actually don't need as many hand traps as previously, because a lot of the Snake Eye stuff has been heavily limited, which means they're less likely to draw those hands with a bunch of extenders to just kind of push through those hand traps, right? Which makes it a little bit, a tiny itty bitty bit better for Lab, but not by much. But I think Lab's biggest boon is going second against decks that don't auto win going first, and then also having the ability to go first itself, which means basically more than 50% of the time you're going to do better, and you're going to do a lot better. And sometimes you'll just draw a cracked hand with like Arius and different dimension ground, and you'll just win. So it's like, I don't know. Next up we have Branded. Branded's in a weird spot. I haven't seen it in a while do very well, but that, I believe, is less to do with the power level of the deck itself, and more to do with people not wanting to play the deck because there have been a whole bunch of new toys. And Branded has been around for ages, and I still think it's very strong. I don't know, this might come down along with Lab, we'll see at the end, but for right now I'm going to put it in tier 1.5, probably towards the bottom, it'd probably be in tier 2 right now, but branded always does pretty well. The more games that it has, the less variance it has, which means you're more likely to see your consistent combos. You're not going to get like high rolled by like Ashe or something like that. Another big thing about both of these decks actually is the fact that they play very well into Maxi, which is I think pretty important. Any DC, somebody going to top with 60 card branded decks? Yeah. Unchained we'll put above branded. I think Unchained is very underrated. But even with that being said, it loses to Maxi, unlike the other two decks, which I just mentioned. It has a hard matchup into Maxi, but going first, going second, very strong. If Maxi is not in the equation. Which Maxi, like, does exist, but there are a bunch of outs and stuff like that. So I do have a bit more... a bit more faith in Unchained. I don't expect it to do well, per se, which sounds kind of weird because it's like I'm putting it in tier 1.5. But I don't expect it to do well, not because I don't think that the deck is good. More so, I don't expect people to play it. Because it is taxing. So for an event like this, while I do want to put it above branded, I genuinely... No, I think it is just a stronger deck and overall more worthwhile, especially to play into the current metagame. I don't think it, like it doesn't care that much about... It cares about some of the Snake Eye stuff, but not a lot. I think its biggest downside is that you want to play board breakers, but board breakers are not really that good right now. So that's like the biggest thing. SP putting Unchained in check, not gonna lie. That is a dumbass take. No. SP helps Unchained, if anything. Because it gives Unchained SP, which is way better than Make Unicorn or something like that. Right? SP is both a help and a hindrance. I get the idea of like, oh, you get to banish. But it's like, they don't care. They just walk over the guy. And then they get a whole bunch of shit. Like, SP is not nearly as threatening as people think it is. SP is easy to out in Unchained, and is incredibly good for Unchained. Yes, it can banish stuff, but only a weak player, or someone who doesn't actually know how to deal with an SP, would lose to SP. Like, 99% of Unchained players know. So, I don't know. It was literally the best deck because of SP in the TCG. I think it's underrated. Like, Mathmech and Vanquish Soul. Not Vanquish Soul. Vanquish Soul is heavily overrated. Mathmech I will give you. Memento. Memento sucks ass. People who say that it's good are absolutely coping. It is obscenely overrated. I have to put it really low. Memento is good. It's fun. But especially for an event like this, its boards are not nearly strong enough compared to Snake Eye, compared to Fire King, compared to Labyrinth, compared to Unchained, compared to literally anything else. It dies to, like, everything right now because it only negates on-field effects. How many decks, out of the top 4 decks that we have currently, how many of those decks give a shit about an on-field effect? Like, they really don't. So the big on-field negate, the big, like, Apollosa, isn't Apollosa, and is actually just worse. So, yeah. And it doesn't really have... Like, it does have space for non-engine, which is nice. It has a lot of space for that, which is cool. But all in all, like, you're not really doing much with the end board, and you really can't go second. Like, you really can't go second. You just kind of stare at your opponent, hoping that they mess up. Kieran Graveyard Effect against Memento? Yeah, exactly. I think Memento, maybe prior to Fire Kings, was a little bit better, but even then, I really don't see it doing well. Valmonica is basically not worth talking about. It is the worst Pendulum deck that I have ever seen. It doesn't do anything, but we'll mention it because it's here, and it's bad. Yeah, this deck dies. Which card beats Boral Sword or Neo Tempest? Which card beats who? Wait, what is Neo Tempest? Who the fuck is Neo Tempest? Rescue Ace. Definitively tier 1. This is a very clean, easy to pilot. Not easy to pilot, necessarily, but it's a very strong deck. Very good overall. Solid end board, like really strong end board. Really consistent. With the DLVL star stuff, it makes it even stronger. Having access to all of the spell traps is very strong. So like non-target stuff or like things that can't be targeted would be a problem, but nothing right now really has that effect where it's like, oh, it can't be targeted. So Rescue Ace is just like solidly strong. And having access to such a diverse form of interaction, you can end on like Apo or Baron. You can end on the 4 sets. You can end on Preventer and Turbulence for additional disruptions with Promethean Princess in the grave and hand traps in the hand. Like, it's very, very strong. And yeah, definitely one of the best. Definitely one of the best. Purely Field Spell, yeah, that's like the one thing. But how often does that come up? Occasionally. We'll get to Purely. Kashtira. So, Kashtira Engine. The Kashtira Engine can be played in basically any of these decks, except for maybe Unchained. Like, you probably don't play it in Unchained. But can, like, legitimately be played in almost any of these decks and do something pretty good. But Kashtira by itself is pretty bad right now due to the lack of consistency. It is very inconsistent. You have 2 Unicorn and a Fenris and a Prayer that you get to play the game. You die to Ash Blossom. You die to Imperm on like a the normal summon. The what's his bucket? The guy that searches a field spell. Planet Pathfinder. Thank you. You die to an Imperm on like Unicorn sometimes. Sure, if you draw well, it does incredible things. But Arise Heart is unbanned? Yes. And how are you getting to it? That's the problem. Oh, did someone say Kashtira? Wait, Arise Heart does not need to be unbanned if we're talking about the TCG. Arise Heart can go burn in hell. That's fine. I don't like him. It is a terrible card. Imagine Dryden and Macrocosmos. Wow, that's what this guy is. It's silly. Anyway. Don't really have much faith in him. Next up, Chimera. I don't expect Chimera to do much. It's fine. It's got good gas. You know, it just kind of like keeps going. But it also just dies to Ash Blossom sometimes. So, oops. It's okay. It's okay. Cash Arise is fine in Master Duel. No. What Floodgate boss monsters are you talking about in the TCG? What? Protoss? I guess, yeah. Sure. Except for Protoss can whiff and is also way more difficult to summon. Huh? Anyway, Flu. I think Flu is pretty good. It actually has gas and, like, does stuff as opposed to Makonko. Or not Makonko. Who are you? Exosister? Birds are very strong right now. There are a lot of Link monsters in the current metagame. Links. Like, the best deck is just basically all Links. And so because of that, the M-Pen is insane. Also, they play, like, very unique cards. They don't care about Max C. They don't care about Shifter. They don't care about, like anything that would banish stuff from Grave. So they can play a whole bunch of, like, banish cards, which is very strong right now. And as opposed to Exosister, where they kind of do need cards in Grave, well, they kind of don't, but they kind of do. As opposed to Exosister dying to, like, in Ash Blossom, you can chain block very easily with this. You can draw, you can, like, tribute over the guy. I think birds are just significantly stronger. They can also just play the Harpies trap. That's, like, insane. A Res Heart gets outed by a single Poplar searching Subversion. Lol. Okay, and why do you want Macrocosmos? Look, Is it balanced? Technically. Technically, a Rise Heart is balanced. However, it's also not, because the times when it hits the field, it wins so often. The problem right now is in Master Duel, a Rise Heart doesn't hit the field very often. Right? It's hard to summon. However, you could also just not have that guy in the game, and then make it more fun to play against Kashtira. To be fair, it still sucks. But at the very least, it'd be more fun. Is it fair? Yeah, probably. Is it something I want to duel against? No, never. I never like seeing a Rise Heart. Yeah, you can absolutely out it with like 9 million different things. It's easy. It's a cakewalk to out. There are so many things to out it. That doesn't make it fun. Because sometimes there's nothing you can do. It is literally just draw the out. It is a terribly designed card. It is just, do you have the out, the card? Oh, you don't? Cool, good game. It's not fun. It's not fun. One imperm outs it? As I said, it's just to draw the out. Yeah, in imperm outs it. A Book of Moon outs it. Book of Eclipse. Nibiru sometimes outs it. A Kaiju outs it. A myriad of things. Great. Just draw the out, forehead. Just draw the out. That's boring. That's so infuriating. Because it's just, cool, did you draw it? No? Cool, I win. Good game. Good game. Oh, you didn't draw the out? Okay, good game. Wow, that's crazy. Whoa, so fun. Dynamorphia is not doing anything. Same with Makanko. I don't really have much to say about these. They are just not very good right now. And they haven't been for a while. Makanko, in theory, is like, oh, cool, I'm a going second deck, and I can board wipe you. But going second decks are really, really bad right now, especially with the way that interactions are currently stacking in Master Duel, with Fire King from the hand and from the grave, with the Snake Eye stuff, also from hand and from grave with like Promethean Princess, also having access to spell traps, and like the field spells and stuff like that. There's just not really like a good way for Makanko to actually get its plan into motion. And then this dies to like 5,000 other things as well. It dies to like Imperm, it dies to like any trap, honestly. If it gets to go first, it's set 4 and pass, you know, it can win. It can also just get ashed and then cry, you know, so... Yeah, I guess like Infernoble would top, but I would count that as more Infernoble. Is Infernoble not on here? See, now that's criminal. The fact that Infernoble is not on here is criminal. Infernoble is like a tier 2 deck. It's genuinely pretty good. Do I have an Infernoble? I don't think I do. Oh. I've got to do this. There we go. Yeah. Infernoble definitely should be on here. I forgot to put it on here. My bad. But yeah, that is an underrated deck. Anyway, moving on. Runic variants I could see doing maybe okay. Obviously, like, Runic Stun is a thing, but I wouldn't necessarily consider that any different from just like regular stun. So if we're talking actual Runic variants, I'd probably put them above Chimera. But yeah, they're pretty not good right now. They're okay. Vanquish Soul. I can't put it lower than Exosister, so I'm gonna put Exosister down here. Vanquish Soul is this one I'm sure many people are gonna get upset about. I don't care. It's not good. It has not been good since it's come to the game. However, it's very fun to play, but that doesn't mean it's very good. Yes, it can play Shifter. Yes, in theory, it can break boards. Please unban... Anyway. Vanquish Soul, if it draws like a really good hand, can do stuff. It has to draw a really good hand to do stuff. it dies to itself just as much as it dies to a single interaction, just as much as it dies to going second. Like, it's okay, but it doesn't really have much going for it in the current metagame. It just doesn't really do as much. Sure, the, like, tag out effects are cool, and the burn effect is nice, and you can generate a bunch of advantage, or you could also just die to IP Masquerena into a thing. VS has been most underplayed deck. What do you mean by underplayed? Because I will tell you right now, Vanquish Soul, everyone talks about it in every meta, and they're like, oh my gosh, this deck is incredible, and it never does anything. VS is actually a pretty decent rogue deck. No. It's not. It's pretty bad, in fact. It doesn't really do anything. It never does. People continually think like, oh, it does this, oh, it does this, oh, it does, and it never does. It never actually does. If it shows me that it's actually good and people consistently top with it, I will take back what I say. But as of right now, it has not shown that once across its entire lifespan, even in Master Duel. In Master Duel, the only thing it did was be popular. It's like, hey, it's one of the most fun decks ever created. I don't blame you, but it's not good. I wish it was. It needs more support, because it's so close to being really fucking cool, and it's not quite there. Also, Bestials kind of suck right now, and like, so that kind of sucks, because you kind of need the Bestials, but we need a boss monster that's oppressive. Yeah, that would help. How would I rate Sky Striker? Probably in everything else. Sky Striker is not really great right now. Even with the third engage, it doesn't really do much, especially in like a WCS where you're playing so many games. VS feels so bad to play right now. Yeah. Sprite. I'll put it slightly higher than Stun. I think Sprite has a little bit more going for it. The fact that it can play the like Live Twin, the Runic, and the Tri-Brigade versions all to a similar level, I think is pretty good, but overall, I don't see it doing all that well. Like, it has some decent end boards, it can make quite a bit, but overall, it's not really doing anything too exciting, and it's not really going to be... Obviously, it's not going to be played by itself. The extra jet, like, kind of matters, but not really. Sky Striker is the embodiment of consistency and removal, but no defenses to put up. Yeah, pretty much. It just doesn't do enough, right? Like, if it doesn't... The thing with Sky Striker is it wants to go second with a bunch of, like, powerful spells, like Harpy's Feather Duster or Lightning Storm or etc., right? So that it can, like, start getting an accruing advantage. And if it does that, then it's like, okay. But going second right now is really bad. So, Sprite Tri-Brigade is underrated in my opinion. I would agree with that. I think a lot of the Sprite variants are underrated. I think it's still very strong. It just doesn't have enough. It doesn't quite have enough going for it to make it, like, tier 2. I think it's still pretty weak. Having played it myself, having played a lot of the variants myself, it's still not quite there. Nimble Beaver can absolutely... Honestly, like, every single one of the Sprite cards could probably go back to 3 and it'd be fine. Except for... No, yeah, like, almost every single one. I don't think that would change much. Especially if the Runic stuff is still limited. Yeah, you could put all of the Sprite stuff to 3 and nothing would change. Phantom Knights are cope. Imagine mana, but worse. The thing is, I can't put it that low. I really can't. I'll put it here, below Stun. The thing is, I think a lot of people, every time a new meta comes around, people are like, yo, Phantom Knights go crazy here. And then they never do, because they're always inconsistent. But, like, sure, the end boards are pretty good. However, even with that being said, I don't think the end boards are, like, insane. They're just okay. they're like an Omni Negate and a bunch of targeted negates, basically. But overall, like, the deck itself isn't really all that crazy. And sure, but there's like a bunch of variants. However, the biggest thing is that with Terror Top, it actually does have value. Like, it actually is pretty good. Because you can just go, cool, here's Terror Top. Here's my free rank 2 into Cherubini, into the Adventure Engine, and then on summon number 5 I get an Omni Negate that can protect me from Nibiru, and then do the whole other line. Wow, like literally with just a normal summon, I get to now do all of the Rusty Bardiche plays and stuff like that, which is kind of crazy. However, if it doesn't have Terror Top, it kind of sucks. I played I played stupid variant of PK Makonko, and it doesn't really do anything, even with PKBA. I think the end boards that Phantom Knights make tend to be pretty good, but getting to those end boards is a struggle and a slog. Because a lot of times, like, a single interruption can just stop you and stop your hand dead. And then sometimes you just draw a God Hand and it doesn't matter. But they also don't play well into, like, Maxi and stuff like that. Pearly. Pearly, I'm gonna put them in tier 1.5. I think Pearly, I think a lot of what we see in Master Duel is people who don't understand how to play specific decks, and that's not nearly as common in the WCS and in the Duelist Cup and stuff. Because if someone is playing Pearly, they know how to play Pearly, and the difference between someone who understands Pearly as a deck and who doesn't is astronomical. So if you are willing to play Pearly and you understand how that deck works, this deck's really good. This deck is very strong. Is it Snake Eyes level? No. But at some point it was. It was basically as strong as Snake Eyes, I would say, currently is. So it's pretty good. You have to have more of like a brain, which most Master Duel players don't, or don't choose to use. Draw 6 still goes hard. Yeah, pretty much. Snake Eyes also isn't on Goddess right now. That is true. A lot less people are also prepared for Pearly, which I think puts it in a pretty good spot. Pearly is very good. It's just a bit inconsistent, which I think is the biggest problem. It does lose a lot more to like a singular hand trap, which I think is its biggest downfall right now. However, even with that being said, maybe I'd put this down a little bit lower, but we'll put it here for now. I may rearrange things. Pendulum is, I don't know, it's the same thing as Phantom Knights. It, in theory, does stuff, and in practice kind of doesn't, and is very difficult to get to those points. It can now play non-engine, though, so, woo! Yeah, it's fine. It does whatever. I don't know, I haven't seen, the problem is I haven't seen Super Heavy Samurai, like, at all since the most recent ban list, because, like, everyone and their mother has just been playing Horus and Horus variants, so can't really say how good this deck is. I still think it's pretty good, especially for a WCQ where you just kind of play uninterrupted, and you just win the game, you know? Where you, like, drop 5 hand traps on your opponent and then top deck Wakaushi and just play the game as if nothing happened. So, I don't know. I still feel like this deck is pretty good. I'm going to put it in tier 2. It's hard to say whether or not it is tier 2, but the difference between 2 and 1 of the whatchamacallit, I do not think is enough to move it that much. So, mostly found Super Heavy Samurai as an engine instead of actual Super Heavy Samurai. Fair. I think Super Heavy Samurai is still better than Mana, though. By a lot. Tournament's kind of crazy. Chat, tier limit's kind of nasty. It's kind of very good. Is it tier 1? Maybe. Not gonna lie. I think it's very, very strong. I think its biggest upside is the fact that it actually can use the Horus cards very effectively to basically put a negate onto the field or go into full combo off of them, which is pretty good. But then on top of that, all of the tier stuff is just good in general, right? Like, it's, yeah, I don't know. It just got better, and it's continually done very well. And I think with the lower power level of the format because of the Snake Eyes nerfs, it's up there. It's up there. Tier Horus and Snow, very balanced. Yeah, there it is. I forgot Snow is still a thing. I always forget about that. Yeah, I honestly would not be surprised if Tier Element received another hit on the ban list. It would probably be something to, like, either the Horus cards or to, like, Snow, rather than the actual Tier Limit cards. But, like, this deck is still very good. Tier 1? Maybe not. Fire King Snake Eye. Probably the best deck. It's either this or Rescue Ace. This should be pretty self-explanatory. The Fire King stuff is absolutely insane. Kieran is a godsend and just kind of does everything for the deck. Garunix is insanely powerful and is home run, slam dunk, etc., etc. Fire King is very strong, just in general. Adding that to the literal best engine in the game, obviously it's going to be incredible. It does have less room for non-engine to play hand traps and stuff like that, which does matter, but I don't think it matters as much. Hope if they hit it, they just hit Snow, not gonna lie. Yeah, Snow's kind of crazy. Fire King is slightly better because Kieran is somehow non-target. Well, Kieran non-target does make sense, given the fact that it can also pop from hand. But yeah. Oh, you mean the Revive Destruction. Yes. The fact that it revives and then pops a card is crazy. Pure Fire King I don't think is doing anything by itself. We'll put it, like, higher than Stun. I don't think it's crazy, but it's okay. It's decent. Same thing with the Fire Brigade. We'll put it above Mana. I think it's better than Mana overall, but not by much. We'll put these in everything else. Yeah. Salamangreat, I think, is pretty decent. I think it's a very strong combo deck. It's a fire deck, which adds a lot. I think it's good. That's all. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, it ends on, like, an Omni Negate and a board wipe, which is pretty nice. It can do Promethean Princess stuff if it wants to. It can play... It does really well going second as well, due to the fact that it's Cyberse and has, like, infinite recursion and stuff like that. It has some fairly decent protection effects, which is pretty nice as well, due to, like, Balinks. It's fairly good. It's not insane. It still dies to, like, Maxi and stuff like that, but it's pretty good. To think Salad's better than Mana. Would you think that Mana is better than Salad's? No way. I want to hear your thesis. No, okay. I was like, I want to hear your thesis statement on that. Yeah, Mana, I don't know. Mana sucks ass. Mathmech, Mathmech is heavily slapped on. Mathmech is still very, very good. You still have access to all 3 circular. You still have access to the entire Cyberse engine. You still have access to everything. Cyberse has not been hit or touched, like, at all, except for, what, semi-limit to exceed and a limitation of diameter, because the second one is what's going to kill you. Overall, this deck is still very, very, very good. It goes second very well because it can play a myriad of hand traps while still being able to access its entire line off of a singular card. It has the ability to go first very well because it can play a whole bunch of hand traps while also accessing its entire line with a singular card. It has the ability to OTK because it has access to its entire line with a singular card. It can push through boards effectively and end on some pretty nasty boards itself without having to OTK because it sees its entire line through one singular card. And Mathmech Circular is a card that exists that sees the entire line through one singular card. Dear Lanta, just ban the fucking card. Please, Konami. You did it once. You did it twice. Do it a third time. Get it out of here. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That's all. I don't think I want to change anything. I think this is correct. A Cyber's pile deck. Yep. Oh yeah, Bestial's not seeing play is very nice. Though we might see Bestials being played, given how many dark cards there are. Highly doubt they will ban Circular now. Yeah, I know. But they should. So that they can print... Okay, here is the problem. They are refusing to ban cards that prevent them from printing better cards. Where's Vanquish Soul? Down here. So, like, Mathmech Circular, now you can't print good Cybers monsters. Because if you do, they'll just be absorbed by Mathmech and become part of the engine. Hooray. You can't print good Pendulums. Why? Because Electromite still exists, and they will just be absorbed into the Pendulum pile. So, good luck making an archetypal Pendulum deck. Those don't exist. It's just Pendulum pile. Right. They keep doing it, and it's frustrating. At the very least, Salamangreat has, like, actual limitations that prevent it from being compiled into Mathmech, which is nice, because then at the very least you're playing Salamangreat and not Cybers. Hooray. Just built Mathmech, so I hope he stays around for a bit. To you, sir, I say, I'm sorry for your loss. Blue Eyes gets its own tier, 3 tiers below everything else. True. True. Maxi tier 0, sure. But all in all, I don't think I want to change anything. I think this feels pretty correct. Maybe I'd swap these two, and maybe move this up, but probably not. I really don't think Pure Snake Eyes really does it anymore. Most of my Bestials just banish their own monsters instead of opponents' monsters. Runic Bestial, by the way. Yeah, that's fair. Anyway, I don't really have anything else I feel like I need to say. Oh, one thing I will say. Most of these decks in Tier 1.5, I think, are going to be heavily slept on. I do not think that they will see nearly as much play, for one of two reasons. They're either old, or they're difficult to play, right? Difficult to play and old. Old, difficult to play, old, kind of. You know, Sky Striker? I would put Sky Striker in everything else. Sky Striker's not that good. Dragon Link, in everything else, it's not very good. Have I read the new cards? What new cards? The Primordial ones? Yes, I did. I did those on the last stream, like towards the end. They're pretty cool. What do I think about Paleo in this tier list? If we're talking an actual Paleo build, and not like Paleo tier, where it's like just a worse tier, I'd probably put it in like maybe Rogue, probably below Stun. I just think it's worse. It's pretty bad. Sword Soul is still Rogue. Sword Soul is here. It is not very good. Mind you, this is specifically for the second stage of the WCS. So this is for the most competitive environments, where you're expecting to see mostly just this stuff, right? This is what I'm expecting to be played mostly, with a few smatterings of these guys. Well, with a fair amount of smatterings of these guys. Though these, I would say, is like more underrated. Underrated. And then these are probably going to see, honestly, more play than these ones, even though they're probably not as strong. It's just that people are going to be like, well, this is anti-meta, or like new, or still good, or something like that, right? This one might be lower because of that, but I think all of these decks, except for maybe Snake Eye, are underrated. But yeah, for the most part, it's like, I'm expecting a lot of this. A lot of Tier 1. And maybe a few decks from Rogue. You know, a fair amount of tier 2, a fair amount of tier 1.5, and then, like, none in everything else. Konami forgot Sword Soul exists? I definitely don't think they forgot. I think they just didn't really have anything to give it, because it been meta. It did its thing. Saying they forgot Sword Soul when they literally just came out with the new structure deck for Sword Soul, they definitely did. Trust. Anyway, there you go. There's the list. Now, I wanted to also do, real quick, this hilarious hilarious structure deck tier list that I found. Chat, which one of these? What structure are these? I found this and I went, huh. You know, I don't think I can name any of these. So what I wanted to do is see if I can figure out which ones these are, and then rate them on best value to worst value for structures. There you go. Sword Soul is first. I will agree. That is the first one. I'm pretty sure this is Ninja. I think this is Blackwing. This is likely Dark Magician. No idea what these four are. I could not tell you what these four are. This one is, I think, Blue Eyes. This one's the Gaia one. The Xi one, I think? Or is this the Xi one? Is this Pendulum? I have no idea. Structured X for ants. Dragon Maid is the one after Ninjas? Oh! You're right. Okay, so, let's rate these. Sword Soul, very clearly best value. Sword Soul is incredible. It is very, very good. It's also one of the only structure decks that you just get, like, the full deck already built with just one of them. So, very clearly it's the best value. The problem is you can't just, like, purchase it from the shop. You have to, like, get a code, which is weird. Dark Magicians, it's okay. Dark Magician has, like, a few good cards in there, but it's not a good deck, so I can't necessarily put it in good deck. It's just, you know, it's got some good reprints. Most notably, the Ritual and Magician Souls. And that's kind of it. Near Gaia is Utopia. Yeah, but which one? Is it this one? Or is it this? I think it's this one, right? This one's Utopia? Because I think this is, like, the equip card. Anyway, it's fine. Blackwings. They're a decently good deck, and they're a good, like, starter deck, so we'll put it there. Ninjas, probably also here. They're a decently good deck. You know what? Ninjas kind of suck. They're kind of bad right now. They're kind of mid. You know what? I'll put Blackwings down here too, because they're also kind of... Well... Nah, we'll do this. In terms of structure decks, in terms of structure deck archetypes, they're fairly good. So there's that. Dragon Maids are... They're kind of bad. No, you get seals, right? You do get seals. So at the very least, we'll put them in mid. Ninja is the best value for a new player? I wouldn't say that. There are definitely better ones. Chat, what is this one? Left of Blue Eyes is Zombie. Oh, that's what that one is. Yeah, Zombie kind of sucks. It's just a bad deck. Blue Eyes is, like, I think the worst value. What actually even is in the Blue Eyes structure? What is even in here? The answer to that question is Blue Eyes. That's it. It's just Blue Eyes. Yikes. Wait, is this one not penned? I thought this one was penned. What the hell are these? Okay, I know this one's Gaia. Gaia also sucks. It's so bad. I think this one's the Utopic one. I'm like 90% sure it's the Utopic one, right? Oh, that one is Pendulum. Oh. Oh, I have no idea. Oh, wait, yeah. Yeah. This one's Utopic. Terrible. This one is Pendulum. Terrible. Let's actually look at these real quick because they are Dear Lanta. So bad. Bro, there are so few, like, you get this guy, I guess. You get this guy. You need to buy, like, one of this structure. It's, oof. It's bad. And then the Utopic one is also pretty tragic. It's also pretty bad. This one's even worse, by the way. This one's tragic. You get Utopia, and that's it. There's literally like nothing else in here that is worthwhile to, unless you want to play this deck. And then it's only kind of good. It's only kind of good. Utopic without Draco Future. Yes. What is this one? It's not Galaxy. Not Ninja. Is it Cybernetic? No. Oh, this one's the Cybernetic one, which is just a bad deck. It's not terrible though. Because I do believe you get Sidra. Man, these are, some of these are just tragic. These are just like bad. No. Is the last one Digital Bug? Oh, maybe. Well, it says GD. Yeah, it probably is. What? Okay, this one looks familiar. Oh, is this the, that one should be the Spellbook of Prophecy, right? Yeah, this one should be Spellbook of Prophecy. This one's fine. Yeah, it's fairly decent. It used to be a good deck with Union Carrier. Which one? Oh, Cybernetic's only worth it for fusion deployment? Oh, I forgot it was in there. You're right. We'll move it up slightly. What is this one? Which one's Burning Spirit? Can anyone tell me which one the Salamangreat one is? Which one's Monarch? This one? Oh, maybe. Is that? No, that doesn't look like Monarch. I think they also added the solo mode reward structure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Is this one really Monarch? Maybe? Well, Monarch's terrible. Oh, this one's Doom. Yeah, this one's Armageddon. The Cypher deck is this one, or is it this one? What's this one? Is this Herald? Yeah, where is Salad? Where's Salamangreat? What do you mean? We had Ninja on here, but not Salamangreat? Nah. What? That's crazy. Is this Salamangreat? No shot. None of these are Salad. Is this one Salad? No. Oh, it should be Zombie, right? That's that guy, right? Yeah, it is. Huh? Huh? Is this one the Bug XZ? Or is this one? I thought this one was the Digital Bug. All the triangles make this look like a Saw tier list. True. Yeah, what is this one? It's... What other structure decks have we had? Let me go like this. Gem Knights. Okay, here we go. Is one of these this one? Maybe? Probably not, though. Is it the Gem Knight one? Oh, yeah, this is the Gem Knight one. Well, that one's terrible. Shiranui is the first one? Oh, you're right, it is. And then... Is it Glad Beasts? Oh my gosh, it is. They included all the structure deck, or the solo mode ones. Why? Why? Yeah, they did. That's so funny. Alright, cool. Yeah. But they didn't include the starter ones? Cringe. I guess they're not structure decks now, are they? That's funny. Yeah, did we just not see Salamangreat? It's just not in here? Well, obviously Salamangreat is best value. Salamangreat's up here. That's hilarious. They removed the actual usable structure deck. Yep. Tragic. Tragic. Alright, let's play Yu-Gi-Oh! I know. How sad. It's missing half of them? No, I think it was just missing the Salamangreat one. Alright. I want to play Fire King Snake Eye now. But I was told to use this chick. The Courtier. We'll cut you. We'll cut... that's a good question. Who are we cutting? What are we cut? We're cutting... Do. Nothing. Because I need all of these. Cut an imperm. Cut an imperm. Okay. Okay. Diabelsa. No. Poplar. No. Kieran. No. Poplar, maybe. I probably should have. I don't know. I like having the third Poplar. If anything, I should probably cut the third, or the... This. I don't know. How many normal summons does that give me? 6? 7? Yeah. I probably do cut this then. Play the third Imperm. Am I playing 1 for 1? I'm not. Is it worth it to play 1 for 1? Yeah, probably. You know what? Yeah, it'll be fine. Oh, you're right. I do need the high avatar. Thank you. It's fine. It won't come up. Trust. It's immediately gonna come up. I also need the XZ. Maybe add Subversion. No. I will never add Subversion because I will always brick on it. So I don't play it. We play 1 Flomberg. We play 1 Flomberg. This is why I can't play Subversion. Ash. Yup. Now, I'm almost 1000% certain that my opponent has a Max C. There's not much I can do about that, though. If they have it, they have it. I think people start playing Soul Release and Inscription, too? No. Yeah, we grab Ash here. We grab Ash. They simply don't have it. Trust. They probably do, let's be honest with ourselves. The Roach? Or are we imperming? Imperm. Okay. Okay. Kind of figured. Not much I can do about that. Yeah, we probably just do this. Two failures in a dream. Yeah. Yup. Imagine that Flomberg was like anything else. Just anything else, please. Sure. Photon Orbital. Top deck Ponix Trust. Based? What makes this based? Bro, this deck sucks. This is like the worst thing to play against. Like every single one of the anime decks, I genuinely cannot stand. They are always like the most annoying decks to play against. Even more so than Snake Eye. Because their game plan, like 90% of the time, is Floodgates. And if it's not Floodgates, it's a really jank OTK. So you're just like, cool. We're not playing the game. I too like not playing the game. Search. Even the Ojamas? Yes. Every deck is a jank OTK, technically? No. That's not true. Do I like Ubel's style? What it's currently doing in like the OCG and TCG? Yes. What it was doing prior to that with like Search Super Poly? No. Detach had a Photon. What does this one do? How's my night so far? It's been okay. Isn't Mathmech Anima a manga deck? I don't think so. It might be. What is this one doing? And then they called by me, and I cry. They are not still searching Super Poly. They are basically just a combo deck with Unchained and stuff like that. Mathmech is from the OCG manga. Oh, well, there you go. Yo! Isn't this card super cool? Where you just get to fucking send cards for free? And then also do like a million other things? Man, anime cards are so... they're fun. They're really fun. Imagine if they supported, like, good cards. Dear Lanta, they'd be banned so fast. Uh-huh. Okay. Do you have an extra normal in that hand? Probably, right? Hmm? What was... Did they have a trigger? Oh, this one. Okay. Woo. Bro, any day now. Come on. Come on, any day now. Do you not know how your deck works? What's happening? Do you not have anything else? We'll just sit here and twiddle our thumbs. Bro had a stroke. What the heck? Sure. Banish my, lady, right? Watch them banish something silly. Like Apollosa or something. That's not the play? Why is that not the play? What? Huh? Huh? We just chose not to get rid of this? Why? What? Tribute summon the Galaxy card? He didn't. He specialed it, right? Yeah, he specialed it to trigger this. Is it a bot? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for! So that's probably an Imperm set, right? Holy shit, that's a good card. That's a pretty good one. Why can't I run into Galaxy players like this? Because, they're for me. They are for me. We'll put... What do I even put into the back row? Poplar, I guess? Cool. Normal summon this guy. Link off into... Could go SP to banish. That's going to be met with Imperm. Ooh, could go Phoenix to pop a card, which would banish, which would put that guy into the grave, and then I would do nothing. True. Wait, you don't have a single dark monster in your grave. Shit! That's okay. It was all part of the plan, trust. Shit, I'm bad. Best. Chat, that was bad. I should have gone SP. I assume I thought this thing was a dark. This is why I hate these fucking shiny cards. It looked like a dark. These look like darks. This looked like a dark because it was shiny. I hate shiny cards. I hate them so much. Oh, these? Nope, they don't. These all look like darks. This one really looks like a dark. Holy crap. I hate this game. Yeah, I should have just made SP. Couldn't have made Hita. No, I don't think Photon has dark monsters. But how often do I play against Photon? Literally never. Imperm? No. Okay, cool. Do you play multiple of this guy? Oh yeah, I guess you do that. I guess this isn't Imperm, and it's something else. Don't know what it is. The Tachyon stuff has darks? Oh, you're right. Yeah, but all like the Galaxy and main deck stuff doesn't. What do you possibly have? Is the play summon Galaxy 100 and rip another card out of my hand? That'd be unbelievably funny. Solar Flare! I forgot you existed. 2 light monsters including a monster with 2,000 more attack. Wait, could we not have done that last turn? No, we definitely could have. We just chose not to. Oh, okay. Add it to hand. Now they haven't normaled. They grab Photon Orbital. Sure. Pay half. Target 2 monsters in grave. Oh, okay. Wow. Imagine if I had just banished. Imagine if I had just gone SP and banished. Oh, imagine. I also thought... I'm also stupid, because I thought Dark could search a DLVL star. I don't know what gave me that impression. But I was like, oh, it's fine. I'll just Dark search DLVL star. It doesn't. I don't know why I thought that. I couldn't tell you. Yep. Prime Photon. Sure. I don't actually know if I have a search target for this Dark. Damn, I should have made that. Ugh. Is there a way to turn off shinies so that I don't have to see it? So that I don't... It's fine. Sure. Can this be targeted? It's unaffected. Sure. Did they miss? They missed. Interesting. Didn't activate the effect. Poplar. Though, I do think... No, it's not. It's not lethal. They didn't activate the effect. Crash. Cool. I hate it here. That doesn't do anything. Wow. This hand kind of sucks. It's kind of very bad. That's okay. We can go Oak into, yeah. It's fine. My opponent has nothing. Trust. It's fine. My opponent has nothing. Trust. Target. Wait, what? Wait, what? What? He had to misplay or something? Yeah, it does. It has multiple attacks. He literally just misclicked. It's unaffected, and it has multiple attacks. Literally just misplayed. Don't have anything else to say. I should not win this game. New 6am support? Hooray. We go Skyburn here. You're unaffected, which is like the biggest issue. How do I deal with this guy? Bro. Oh. Never mind. It's only unaffected by monster effects. Never mind. It's a stupid card. It's bad. No! Tragic. Coolio. So let's do this. Let's go Skyburn. Target. Coolio. Yes, it's also only multiple attacks on monsters. Am I gonna get, like, burned or something stupid like that? Anyway, out comes Garunix. Konami wouldn't make an anime card that's powerful? You're not wrong. Yo, they get an extra normal this turn. That's crazy. Anyway, pop this guy. Effect Kieran. Special. Pop. This protects it from being destroyed by battle? Okay, cool. Oh, okay, cool. And then we go like this. And we send away the Link Karibo. And we special this guy from hand. And then we do this. And we put this guy into the back row. And then we just go combat. And we just punch him in the face for 39. Well, I didn't miss lethal. I did not miss lethal. Yep. Okay, what is this Six Samurai support you're talking about? What's happening? What are y'all doing? I don't have this card. How does one obtain this card? Oh, cool. From a... Alright. Fine! I'll craft the card. I don't want it, but I will. Okay, what are we getting rid of? We're getting rid of... Probably you. Probably you. Man, I feel like 1-for-1 is worthwhile, yeah? Maybe I cut Imperm. Or maybe I just... You know what? I hate it here. There we go. 42? 42 sounds like a nightmare. What do I cut? It's fine. No, you need Skyburn. Just all gas. We will win. Trust. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. And then we'll look at the new cards. Oh, yes. That's what I was gonna play. I knew I was missing something. I was like, I'm supposed to add something, and it wasn't 1-for-1. It was the Z. Mix. What am I cutting? Celine... Access code. Get him out of here. Access code talker, get him out. Get him out. I'll be right back. Oh, okay, I'm back. Okay. Alright. Now play the third mechanics. Just draw starters. Trust. Just high roll. Forehead. Play 60 with hand traps and just high roll. Draw going second cards, going second, going first cards, going first. Or you could draw like me. What's the prize pool of the winners? There isn't a prize pool. I mean, technically speaking there is, but not really. Having to pop Garunix here really sucks. So I guess we grab you. One other fire monster. Damn. Yeah, I guess just like... Is it just Ponix in a Dream? I think it's just Ponix in a Dream. That's right, baby! It's Ponix in a Dream! Woo! Yeah! I forgot about the 6 Sam cards! Thank you. Harpy's Feather Duster is not a real card. Trust. I'd be getting 1k gems and getting packs of the Fire King stuff, even though I have everything. I'm trying to pull the Royal Fire King card. Am I crazy or what? Yes, you're crazy. Why would you want a Royal card? No. Please get rid of this. Like a silly Billy. Bruh. Okay. 5Ds is the best? I'll give you that one. No. Had I one more fire monster. You got 3 Royals in a 10-pack? Nice. Scream! Ah! Ah! Normal summon Sheeran. Activate Scream. Skyburn. Pop pop. Pop pop. No mills for you. My luck is next level? Oh. Yeah. That is some pretty crazy luck, I will agree. I won't pull Engage or Kagari. Even just for minimal Sky Striker Engine. No, why would I? What? I hate those cards. Got a Royal after 15k gems. What did they add? They added Soliac? Do I try and pop this? Probably not, right? My best option is probably go... Kieran? Could go this. Which would special summon this guy, High Avatar. Honestly, Arvada's not bad. Oh, wait, no. I do this. I do this. This is the play. We're playing the brick now. What kind of gives us Big Chicken? Garunix Engrave and Ponix Search, right? No. Okay, sure. Okay, I'm not taking damage, so there's that. Of course they drew Super Quali, by the way. Set Zolia. Do it. So they have nothing. So basically anything we draw kind of does it. No, we hadn't used the normal. We just didn't have another fire. This card says other fire. I needed another fire. I guess we just do this, right? Forgot she pops and searches? Yeah. Well, it's also, you still have to destroy another fire. So I'd still have to have the target. No. No level change, that's fine. We'll normal summon this guy. Thinking thoughts, I'm thinking thoughts, I'm thinking thoughts. The being thunk. Attack. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Soliak. My opinion on the Ashmate, it's terrible. So if they draw a Tearlament, which is fairly... well, it's not terribly likely. But Gooska sucks ass too. If it had better sounds, it'd be fine, but it has some of the most obnoxious sounds in the game. So you just have to play with, like, no sound. Which is not cool. His name made me cry. Ahaha. Tear. Haha. Anyway. Ghost Ogre has a mate? Please no. You're surprised they haven't released waifu mates? Have you seen Dark Magician? It absolutely makes sense. Faces are hard. They can't do them. They're difficult. Shiren. Pitching what? Nah, I do negate this, yeah. There's only special summons from deck? Dang. Alright, we'll pop Onyx. Alright, we'll pop the Ponix. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, we're bad! Chat, we're bad. No, chat. In the main phase? We did this in the main phase? We didn't go to battle phase? No! No! Tragic. What do you think the card in hand is? It's like Ash Blossom? Best Nate is the Gear Guiana one. It's a good one. It's got a cute gimmick. White Game Bug. Bro, I am playing against some of the most... I can't check their deck! No! This is why I hate this event. This is why I don't like this event. It makes me sad. Man. Alright, I will draw Ash, Kieran, Called By. What? I did not. Oh, no. 6 Samurai? Oh, right. Let's do this. Let's go like this. We will pop. Is this a mandatory effect? Yes, it is. Do I pop it then? No, we'll pop the Poplar. We'll add Garunix. Somehow this resolved, which is kind of surprising. Why did I click that? Shit! I didn't mean to click that. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. No! I'm a goofy goober! Maxi? No, Maxi! No, I'm a goofy goober. Alright, we'll go Garunix. This only specials from deck 2. Of course I drew the brick. Of course I drew the brick. This gets anyone fire monster. Okay. Pop the Ponix. Normal the Oak. Oak effect. Imperm? No. Hooray. We're playing around Nib. Trust. Trust. Yeah, for sure. Wait, but now. We're playing around Nib. Trust. Let's make... Let's go for... Oak. Send. Summon Ash. Ash, search Poplar. Poplar, special summon. No. Yes. Yes. Ash. Here's where they... Gamma. Oh, okay. Wait, what? They waited until now to... Also... Toggle. Cringe. Toggles. Cringe. I'll just set one and pass. Don't really have much more. Harpy's Feather Duster. Go. Adhara. Cringe. Sure. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Monk. You're... Moye. Moye. Reveal. Emergence. Well. Baylor. Seems like a good target. No Ash. Pog. Or, Coldbuy. Pog. Yo, long one. That's crazy. So now you have nothing? Wow, that's crazy, dude. Coolio. They can reborn a thing. They pitch a card, so they could search Taya, and then reborn Taya. So maybe I keep the token? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Coolio. Well, good game. Damn, that's like the best draw. Nice game, though. What are you gammaing on turn 0? Or... yeah, I don't... You're playing it because it's a hand trap that stops stuff. That's probably the only reason you're playing it. I'm going first. Well, let's see how this goes. You know, I think it went pretty well. I'll take it. Okay, we'll go Fire King Island. We'll go Fire King Island. Effect. Do I pop Kieran here? Gamma can be a target for Nemesis Corridor. Yeah, that's why we're playing it. Trust. Grabbing Ponix here doesn't do anything, so we'll go Garunix. What? Oh. The Kieran could trigger special summoning the Garunix from hand. That's okay, we'll do this. We'll pop. If I pop you, I special summon this guy, I make a... nothing. True. Could pop Arvada. Pop Ponix. Is there any way I can get a guy into my hand to normal summon? I don't think so. Because if I do this, I special summon this guy, just make the rank 8, and then, like, stare at him. It's a real possibility. It's not a very good possibility, but it is a possibility. We'll pop the Ponix. This is where Bayrong comes in clutch. Oh, I could have normaled the Veiler. What would that have done? Yeah, good question. Something. Trust. Coldbuy? Yeah, sure. Wait, what 60-card deck is going second? What shenanigans are you on? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just like add evenly? How did I know it was Striker? God, Striker's so fun. Whoa, Pot of Greed. Whoa, Engage. Whoa, so cool. Yep. They're playing 60. I don't expect them to have brain cells. I mean, to be fair, they're also playing Sky Striker, so again, a lack of brain cells is apparent. But, yeah, sure. Whoa, Engage? Nah. Let's not. Sure, dude. What are you even milling? Oh, you're playing these fuckers. Called by is fun. Sure? What does this do? Sure? Yeah? That doesn't wipe my field. Do you think that wiped my field? Hita. Sure. Hita. You know what? Please do. They also milled Snow, tragically. So I'm pretty sure we do just lose. They probably banished this Hearing. Or they don't. Okay, that also works. Celine? Sure. Sure. Spells? Yeah. Does this just, like, make access code? Do I give a shit? Yeah, out comes Snow. Snow, book. Yeah. For sure. Please just make access code. I was correct. It was just make access code. Comedy, dude. Comedy, dude. Oh, Veiler. Do you have Thrust as well? Or, Triple Tactics Talents? Snow. Do we not have Infernoids that we could summon? No, we do. We're just choosing not to use them instead. Also, Grass is a cool, fun, and interesting card. Wouldn't you guys agree? Isn't it so cool? Lies. Azalea. Okay. Why do we get rid of... What? What did... I'm... Okay. Okay, there we go. There's an Infernoid. There he is. There's the boy. And there's another one. Mm-hmm. Am I dead? I think so, right? 28, 15, 26. Yeah, I'm dead. Wow, so fun. Isn't Grass such an interesting and cool, fun, unique, dynamic, fun card? in a best of one. Well, I didn't draw Ash Blossom in Joyous Spring. Oh, I lose. Shucks. That guy's hand was quite possibly the greatest going second Sky Striker hand I've ever seen. Fun. I guess it didn't have nib, so there's that. Sure. What is the likelihood this Nibiru does anything here? 0%? Probably. Send special. No, whole bunch. Oh, that's funny. Do we go Rhino Heart here? I mean, it's not bad. Nope. Interesting. I think they had the option to, they just chose not to. Mill 8, feel great. Yeah. I'd imagine this is make Rukalos. Yeah. Unless we're... What else would we possibly make? That's a good question. Nothing? I might... The play might be go normal summon Ponix here. Might not be. Oh, now they go for the Rhino Heart. Well, that's a choice. Pitch Crime. Why? Add Shearing. Sure. Yep, out comes Rukalos. You're... Shyren. You know what? Alright. I'll force the Rukalos, so at the very least it can't revive itself. Unless they just send, like, Tear Cash here or something. If they're smart, they just send Tear Cash. Do they... What trap do they have? They have Meta Noise? We might be able to do something here, depending on how they decide to do things here. Because they're going to go Redoer, and it's going to be Redoer, Meta Noise, Rukalos Pass. Sure. No shot. Why do I have 3 normal summons in my hand? Why couldn't I have gotten, like, literally anything else? Okay. We'll go Ponix effect. Oh, I'm pretty sure I still lose here because of freaking the off-the-top trap. Yep. Really, really, really unlucky. Hello? Detach the trap? Thank you. Mm-hmm. Do they have their own? No, they have snow. That's what it is. Right. I forgot snow. Cool. I have to draw something like Kirin here. If I can draw Kirin, then we might have something. What is Triple Leg? Oh, are we just making Kit here? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, make a Kit Kalos. That's quite high. Wild. Thank you, game. Yeah, no, that's... Yeah, no, that's real cool. Yep. Thanks, game, for just fucking me over. Time and time again. Can I get not a normal summon, please? For the love of all that is holy? Oh, they're using... Man. Does this work how I think it does? No. Tragic. Well, it was worth a shot. Thanks. Thanks, Yu-Gi-Oh! They're in different chains, except they're not. But they're in different chains. God, that was awful. Bro had the mandate of heaven there. There was nothing I could have done. Could not have done anything differently there, except for hope and pray that my opponent just whiffs. Or, like, misses. The Roach. What? They didn't draw the Roach in 60? That's crazy. What's up, Last? How's it going? Sure. What is hand trigger? What do you mean, what is hand trigger? It's cards that trigger in the hand. Maxi? Yes, sir. Is it Gamma? Oh, it's Droll. Sick. Inning. Cool, dude. Wow, that's so exciting. Fun, fun, fun. Dark doesn't do anything here. Who the fuck is playing Droll? Bro, you saw 2 hand traps in 60? Damn, dude, that's crazy. Poplar in the back row, I guess. There's no point in activating this. Oh, wait. Never mind. Never mind, I just fucking win. I forgot, I have good cards. I could have done this better. I definitely could have gone Oak, and then Oak into more. That was bad. Droll is in my Unchanged deck just to counter Maxi. Interesting. Sure, yeah, that's fine. We'll go like this. We'll go like this. Triple Tactics Thrust? How much do you want to bet? How much do you want to bet? Triple Tactics Thrust into Grass. Birth? Sure. Normal Summon Seamare. Seamare. No. Called by Droll, Imperm, full combo. No, that seems normal. Cool, good game. Cool, good game? Like what? Why are we still here, dude? Okay. I could not tell you why we are still in this game. Maxi? No? You just have nothing? Okay, combat? Attack? Okay. You know? Fine, I'll look at the 6 samurai cards. Alright. Here you go. 6 Samurai. Do I care? No. Is it going to do anything? Probably not. Hieratic Monk of the 6 Samurai. Level 3 Dark Warrior Tuner Effect Monster. They can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. If you control a 6 Samurai monster, except itself, you can special summon this card from your hand. That's an inherent summon. You can only special summon it once per turn this way. Sure. If this card is sent to the graveyard, if this card is sent from the field to the grave, you can add a 6 Samurai Quick Play spell from deck to your hand. Okay. A 6 Samurai monster that was synchro summoned using this card as material gains the following effect. Reduce the level of all monsters your opponent controls by 1. Okay. What? Okay, sure. Whatever. That's a weird effect. Is this... what? Why? Sprite FTK. Yeah. Apparently. Why? Can you make a card level 0? No. Level 0 doesn't exist. Tragic. Instructor of the 6 Sam. Level 2 Earth Warrior Tuner. Tuner. Hooray. Level 2 Warrior Earth Tuner Effect Monster. You can only use the second and third effect of this card's name once per turn. If you control a 6 Samurai monster, except itself, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon it once per turn this way. Why are we giving 6 Samurai more ways to just immediately special summon a guy? Why would we... whatever. Okay, sure, yeah. If this card is sent to the graveyard, sent from field to the grave, you can add a 6 Samurai card from deck to hand. Deck or grave to hand. I hate this. It's an anti-Tenpai strat. They can still punch you to death with their little dragons. No, they can't. A 6 Samurai monster... that was synchro summoned using this card gains the effect of monsters your opponent controls lose 500 attack. Sorry, hold on. You can only use each of the following effects? Each of the effects 2 and 3 of this card once per turn. Is this an activated effect to gain this effect? That's so... okay. You can add a 6 Samurai card. Is Gateway of the 6 Sam a 6 Samurai card? Because if so, it can non-once per turn summon. You can only special summon this card from hand once per turn this way. What? You can get this. You can do this multiple times. So if you reborn it, then sure, but no. Only one special summon. Legendary Demonic 6 Samurai Shien. Level 6 Dark Warrior Synchro Effect Monster, which requires a Warrior, Tuner, and a non-Tuner 6 Samurai Monster. Now, notably, it's level 6, but I don't think that matters. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is synchro summoned, you can add a 6 Samurai Monster or a Shien Effect Monster from your deck or grave to your hand. It's Gateway of the 6. Whew. Okay, cool. Bro, I don't care. Okay, I guess 6 Samurai is just going to be hyper consistent while also doing the absolute most degenerate balls to the walls combo ever. Cool. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. If this card is on the field, if this card on the field would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you could destroy one other monster you control instead. Why did we print this card? Bro, we had so many cool effects. We had so many cool interactions. And then they're just like, yeah, give 6 Samurai a notoriously powerful deck that has been tier 1 or tier 0 in multiple formats. And has been hyper consistent in the past, and has not lost any of that consistency. Technically. Let's give them more consistency and a monster effect to negate. On top of the spell trap negate, by the way. I hate it. Cool. Legendary Inishi. Legendary Demonic 6 Samurai Inishi, which is a level 6 light warrior synchro effect monster, which requires generic materials. Why? This is my least favorite thing Konami does, is making synchro monsters, especially tied to an archetype synchro monsters, generic. Why make it generic? Why not make it require a 6 samurai monster at the very least? I don't care how good it is. What's the point? Why make it generic? Whatever. You can only use each of the first and third effects of this card's name once per turn. If this card is synchro summoned, you can banish any number of 6 samurai from your grave, then target the same number of monsters your opponent controls. Return those monsters to the hand. So an infinite amount. Sure. During battle phase, warriors gain 500 attack and defense. Sure. If this card is sent to the graveyard, special summon one of your banished 6 samurai monsters. Sure. Whatever. I don't care. 6 samurai rapid dual assault. Quick play spell card. You can only use one of the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. A slight restriction. Apply one of the following effects. This is the first effect, which says apply one of the following effects. I hate it. If you control 2 or more 6 samurai, you can apply both in sequence. Special summon a Special summon one 6 samurai monster with 2,000 or less attack from hand or grave. Or change a monster your opponent controls with 2,000 or less attack to face down defense position. Fuck you, game. During your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target a 6 samurai monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. I hate this. Every single one of these cards makes me hate this deck even more. Which, it's not a fun deck to play against. It's not really even that fun of a deck to play. What does this do? What is the point of this? It's not even like what it used to be, where it's like, oh cool, you get a bonus effect now by controlling an additional 6 samurai. It's just like, cool, it's just monster combo. Hooray. Team Sam made these cards. Yeah, freaking seriously. Make the loops loopier. This sucks. All of these cards suck. I mean, they're strong, but they're all bad. They're bad cards for Yu-Gi-Oh! 6 Samurai, first of all, doesn't need support like this. It needs, like, less... Here's extra bodies. It doesn't need extra bodies. It needs, like... I don't know, a way to play through hand traps, if it was to get something. It needs to not die to a singular hand trap, or to not seeing gateway. I don't... Whatever, I don't care. I mean, they got a boss monster. They got Shien 1 and 2 now. So now they have a spell trap negate and a monster negate. Cool. Yeah, I love negates. They're so fun. I love that my opponent can get basically an infinite amount of negates. I would not be surprised if they ended on a board that was like 2 legendary demonic Shien and 2 regular Shien. And it was just, cool, here's 4 negates. And a bunch of, like, really stacked defensive cards. Because they're not easy to deal with. So it's like, cool. Wow. Yeah, whatever. Is this gonna do something? Maybe? Honestly, like, maybe. Maybe this does something. I don't know. I don't play 6 Sam. Does it probably does, because like you get to add cards and you have now more access to like your additional summons. These two in particular, the tuners, are my least favorite. These are awful cards. They're inherent summons that search stuff for a deck that doesn't need additional searches, that also can trigger multiple times due to the fact that they are not once per turn. So if you reborn them, they trigger again. And you could special summon them from the hand, or like a normal summon or something like that, to get additional of those effects. So it's just like, I I don't know. They also have a fucking floodgate effect. Which, like, it's not the most aggressive floodgate, but, like, it does matter. We'll play through the roach? Well, yeah, they already did that, though, because they just summoned so many times. Why did we look at those? That just made me sad. Man, whatever. These cards let you end on Apo, Shogun Shion, Spell Negate Shion, Monster Negate Shion. It's hard to explain, so I'll keep it short and say red, blue, and new level 2 and gateway. Yeah. Like, whatever, it's fine. Who? 60 cards again? Yeah, sure. Whatever. It's fine. If only we could check these lists. If only. $60 is the new 40. 40 is the new 60, I think. Do you even do a 6 samurai combo in a tournament in less than 45 minutes? No. DLVL star. If I get impermed, I'm gonna cry. No imperm pog. Not that one. That one. Ash Blossom and Joyous Sprig. Yes, sir. See? Oh, it's the roach. Oh, it's the roach. Whoa. You can do hand loops and or FTKs. Yep. Yep, I'm super glad that Six Samurai is getting more cards. Woo. New Monster Negate Shien is more annoying than he first appears. I mean, how so? I feel they would pre-ban or errata Gateway. No, they're not. They're not going to do a single thing about Gateway. I guarantee it. Well, let's hope and pray. What old archetype would I like to see get new support? Dark Lords. We grab Ash here. Yeah, we grab Snake Eye Ash. He searches the OG Shien, which floods you into only one spell per turn. Oh, yeah, that thing. Yeah, I know. Whoa, fun! I want Magnet Warriors to do stuff. That would also be cool. Toons would be cool, but also I don't want Toons to do anything because at this point they're basically just stunned. And that's basically what it would be. Eldritch I could actually see becoming similar to, like, Labyrinth. This is a pretty good hand. It's not the greatest, but it's pretty decent. Glad Beast would be cool if they actually made it like a battle phase centric deck, similar to whatchamacallit? Similar to Tenpai. Yo, that's sick. Imseti. No, you're not. It's stun, ladies and gentlemen. Were we surprised? No, just disappointed. Yeah. Send jet. Whoa, crazy. Bat. Oh, you're right. His name is literally Blue Eyes White Dragon. And yeah, you're not wrong. Uh-huh. Yeah. Are we just passing? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Sure. Sure, yeah, no, that's fine. Flomberg! What is Flomberg doing here? Why is Flomberg here? This one draws cards, and this one sends a card. Alright, we do this. Go imperm on this guy. I don't want you drawing cards. True Light. Yeah, sure. Wait. Well, that's funny. If they don't have a way to stop this, I do just win the game. Because they, Huh. Okay. Grab Skyburn. Go Island. Go Island. It does. The cards you control cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. Sure, that's fine. Does this say other cards, right? Other cards you control cannot be destroyed by card effects? Cool. Interesting. Okay. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. This just protects horse monsters? Horse monsters. Okay, so we could go this, nuke these. This guy gets a draw. No, he gets to send. Could go SP. Oh, except SP doesn't do anything, no, does it? Thinking thoughts, I'm thinking thoughts, I'm thinking thoughts. They're being thunk. So, I would just pop this guy. If I do this, which would trigger this to send. But we could pop, we could guarantee the pop here. We could pop these two. No, we could just pop one. So we pop this. And then we bring back guys. Oh, wait, hold on. No, I just win here. Oh, I don't actually just win here. That's okay. Oh, right, that also is a thing that happens, because these guys exist, right? Or something like that? Yeah, it's fine. You want to send a card? Do you want to send this Fire King Island? It'd be cool. Trust. Oh, you're right, it was Jet Dragon. I forgot. Nice. Cool, yeah. We go this guy, into that guy, into that guy, into away goes the field. No, not quite. We're close. This guy, and... Oh, actually, I don't even need to do that guy. Although... We have engrave. You just have lights? Ugh. Why? It's so frustrating. One other fire monster. We'll do these. Pop this guy. Search. Search Kieran. Sure. No. Okay, we'll pass. Onyx. Oh, right. Skyburn's a once. You can only use one effect per turn. Man, every single one of these cards makes me want to vomit. They're so fun. Aren't they? Aren't they just the best? Jet's annoying to deal with, that's it? No, it's a poorly designed card that has just nothing good going for it. Because it's tied to a shit archetype. If that were put into, like, any other good archetype, it'd be insane. Alright, let's Valor here. They can send to Grave, which kind of sucks. But there's kind of nothing I can do about that. What's the likelihood they do that, though? Especially if I put it in case of attack position. They're going to want to crash and deal damage. Although, we do get to do this. But do not target it. Well, now we can get with... Oh, well, no, we can't. That's okay. It just protects the Horus cards. So I could get rid of these guys, which would trigger this to send. If I pop this, no matter what they're sending here, right? Could pop this. That doesn't do anything. Yeah, I think the play is pop this guy. I think I have to pop this one. This is only if it's destroyed by card effect. Sent to grave. Sure. Jet Dragon. Sure, sure. Hooray, hooray. Jet Dragon's so cool. I'm gonna lose to fucking Blue Eyes. Because the Horus cards are fun and interesting. Lies. They're gonna send Garunix here. This one. Because I don't have a way of dealing with it. Oh, I guess they could bounce it with this guy. This one was destroyed, right? Yeah. Second King's Arc. Does this make him unaffected? No, I just can't target him. Bro, fucking any day now, please. Yeah? Huh? 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 So that's gonna be really cool when I Nibiru them. And then have literally nothing else anyway. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do they have a dark? No, they do. I'm setting. They also have a fire. Ooh. They haven't normaled. What's the likelihood they have the possibility of normaling? 0. They're playing Blue Eyes Horus. They have like 9 bricks in their hand. Even though there's only 2 cards. 9 of them are bricks. Cool. Cool. Okay. We'll go Ponyx. Grab this guy. We'll go Anima. We'll go this guy. We'll go Anima. Yoink. Go Dark. Dark. Stealing Seti. Dang. Pick this guy. Can I do the Zelantis OTK here? I don't think I can. I think I'm ever so slightly short. Okay, we'll go Garunix. We'll go Garunix. We'll go Pop Arvada. Pop this guy. Go Kieran. Special Hyung. I guess I could special this guy, which could get me nothing, really. Tonics doesn't really get me anything in particular. We'll go Garunix here. Yeah, we'll pop this one. We'll pop this one. I think I have to do this. They did this the wrong way. But okay. That's fine. I could go Hita. Hita take. Hita doesn't do anything. We'll go this guy. You'll go this guy. We'll go this guy. Atlantis. Whee! You in face down. Me in face up. Me in face up. Me. Whee! Cool, good game. Lying. Lying, it wasn't. Combat. Effect. Pop. You didn't know you could put them in face down? That's like the whole point of playing that card. Is that you just put a card face down. Bro, how did bro lose that? Imagine losing... you know what? They were playing Blue Eyes. Yeah. Yeah. Imagine not being able to look at my opponent's deck! Ah! It's fine. I always pop and go lethal. I mean, you can do that, but the whole point is like, oh, you put a card that has protection in face down so that you can destroy it with, like, Promethean. Like, Zelantis, one of the main reasons to play Zelantis is the fact that it special summons the card in face up or face down. So you can get rid of it however you need, or you can put it on your field however you need. Like, Zelantis has a lot of applications that I think, like, prior to Snake Eyes, no one really talked about, or, like, had anything for. No, replay. I really wanted replays. Of course, though. I hate this game. This game sucks. You need to flip things like Zark, yeah, but I mean, there's countless cards that it's like, oh, if I put this in face down, it no longer has protection, right? Like Jet Dragon. It also is helpful for things like Diabell Star. Like if a Diabell Star is on the field, right? You can put it face down so that it doesn't trigger since it's a special summon. Like it's very, very important that it specials or that it summons in face down because they're all special summons. So like with something like Time Thief Redoer, right, where it returns to the field, it's not as important because it just comes back. But because Zelantis specifically specials, it triggers things like anything that would like trigger on special. So Ash, Poplar, Diabell Star, etc. So having that option to like put it face down is very, very nice. Also, Promethean Princess not needing to put a card or pop a card in face up, very nice. Gold 1, fan of the anime. That speaks volumes. For that deck, yeah, it also speaks volumes as to why they absolutely got demolished. So close to being done with this tournament. God, what a grind today. Well, I hope you're enjoying it. To be fair, I like playing the deck. I find the deck fun, but every person that I have played today has been on the most abhorrent dog shit that has just not been fun. It's like, no, I didn't enjoy playing against Blue Eyes. Have you played against Blue Eyes? That deck is not fun to play against. Just, period. Losing to Blue Eyes? Almost. Because Jet Dragon is a card that fucking exists. God, there are so many cards like that with anime decks where you're just like, why does this one card exist? Like the, what is it? The Galaxy Eyes card? This one that just rips a card out of your extra. Why? Why does it do that? Why did we need to give Galaxy Eyes the Kashtira effect? First of all, I don't think anyone has ever enjoyed that happening, ever. No one was like, yeah, Diablosis? Let's put that shit on more cards. It's like, no one enjoys that. That is one of the most annoying things that can happen to you. If your opponent banishes a card from your extra, especially if they get a look at the card that they're banishing, brother. We don't talk about Diablosis. Too bad. I did. Yeah, I don't know. Deck's fun. I don't know how I feel about Courtier. Having played with it and having played without it, here's what it does, right? It adds a brick. That's all that it does, right? Let me actually add the brick, by the way, and then there you go. That's what it feels like. In theory, right? You can go like, cool, normal summon mechanics, pop a card in my hand, special summon this guy, search Garunix, Garunix special summon, go into the, hold on. Go into the Exi Garunix, pop the Exi Garunix with like, Temple, or like Fire King Island, or something like that. Trigger it, bring back a whole bunch of guys. Like in theory, like it kind of does. Is it 2 bricks? No, it's just the one. It's just this guy is a brick. Technically, okay, so technically, this deck plays 2 hard bricks that you just do not want to see in your starting hand ever. And a soft brick. That's it. Everything else is playable. Everything else is fine to draw. I don't know. Duel Garunix is just a brick, and this deck already has too many bricks. Yeah. What bricks? I guess this is kind of a brick. Kind of? Is an oak kind of a brick? Yeah, kind of. I mean, okay. In terms of hard bricks, there's 2. And then there's like 1, 2, 3 soft bricks. 4-ish. Kind of. Flomberg is a soft garnet. Eh. I mean, no. It is a hard garnet. It is a brick. You do not want it in your hand, period. Here, a brick is something you don't want to ever draw. You never want to draw a Flomberg. Everything else, there are times where drawing it is not bad, and is in fact helpful. Everything else, right? You never want to draw a Flomberg. If it's in your hand, it is bad. It is bad. Just straight up. So it's a brick. Same thing with High Avatar Garunix. Yeah. Volcanix is nice. It gets you like an additional guy. I think it'd be better if you just played 1. And then I don't know. Then you still have to play this as like a, I don't know. It kind of. You don't play 1 for 1? No, I do. I just. This was not the fully built version. What did I cut? I cut this one. Yeah. I think this was what I was playing. Or was it this? It was this. This is what I was playing. There we go. Is only 1 island standard? Yes. In Snake Eyes? Yes. Would I say Snake Eyes Fire King is harder to pilot than Rescue Ace? Yeah, Rescue Ace is very simple. Fine, here's the deck list that I literally was just using. Okay, and then here's the deck list that I forgot to change and adapt, that I hadn't finished adapting. Chat, shut the fuck up. No 1-for-1? Yes, sometimes you don't run 1-for-1. But look, it's there. Maybe I just had too many Garunics. Garunics cross out, 1 useless hand trap and 1 starter. I got hand trapped hand. Yeah. This is definitely a high roll card. Here is the build that I would go for. In my eyes. This is what I would play. I think I like this a bit better. This deck feels inconsistent. What makes it feel inconsistent? Do I think Zombie Vampire is playable? In what? Oh, I would also cut this. You can play it. It doesn't matter. Zombie Vampire in this is a terrible idea. It doesn't do anything for you. Unless you, like, happen to mill Snake Eye Ash. But, like, how are you getting 2 Zombie Vamp? There's so many one-ofs. All of the one-ofs basically could do full combo. Right? I run 2 of the small birds. It feels more consistent. That's up to you. Sure. I'd say you could switch out either the 3rd Poplar and the 2nd Ponix for each other. So you could either play 3 Poplar and 1 Ponix, or 2 Ponix and 2 Poplar. Right? You also don't have to play Birch. I really like playing Birch, because I think it adds a lot to, like, hands that have been hand-trapped, to just, like, slap a guy on the field. It's also another level 1 that you can summon off of the Flomberg, which is nice. It's another Snake Eye name to get. It allows you to play around Maxi a little bit better. A little bit, but not by much. I think it's nice. The scenarios where it's useful is, you know, it's good. I think it's pretty underrated. You can also, like, normal summon Ash, grab Birch, if you already have, like, access to Poplar, or, like, the Field Spell or something like that. Harbinger for the negate. What? For how? Why? You don't need a negate. Also, then you'd be, like, wasting two of your good 8s that you could use for, like, almost anything else. 2 Poplar Aponics and 2 OSS. Maximum copies of Ash / Bonfire, and I haven't experienced break issues in the slightest. I've experienced brick issues because I just am more prone to drawing this guy, even with him only at 1. But, I mean, for the most part, it's still consistent. It still draws really well. With Volcanics, I think it draws less well because you are playing that additional brick. So if you just cut that, like, it's fine. As far as extra deck, you could change all 3 of these for, like, additional Link monsters. If you play a second Original Sin instead of, like, Poplar or something like that, you could also play Jet instead of Birch. How required is Anima? Extremely. If you are not playing Anima, that's silly. Anima is crazy right now. No one is playing around it. No one plays around Anima. But also, more importantly, it's just there as, like, a way to get a nib token off the field or something like that. It also gets rid of, like, if you already have used Link Karibo, you can use another one. With how often, like, you have Ponix, it's very useful. Having access to 2 of these is so incredibly useful. Is it technically required? No. You don't need Anima, but if you can't craft it over the more important, cards. True. Yes. If you can't craft it, it's more important to get, like, Zelantis than it is to get Anima. I have no Anima yet, so I was thinking if I should craft it. I would suggest it, yeah. Turns out Link 1s are good, yes. Link 1s are extremely good. They are obscenely overpowered. That's it. They're just... They're kinda silly. Playing regular Snake Eyes for a while. Anima always comes in clutch, steals their monsters, then links off with it. Yeah. Almost nobody uses Anima, so playing around it seems like I'd be playing into other stuff. What other stuff would you be playing into? The only way you would play into... No. Like, there's nothing else that's currently in the meta that would, like, warrant not playing around Anima. Transverser. Trust. People are playing Transverser. How about Celine? I haven't needed Celine, but I know a bunch of other people use it. It's basically like, it allows you to go DLVL Star to go into Apo, and then, like, without having used your normal summon, and then use your normal summon on, like, an Oak or a Ponix or something like that to go from there. Why Zelantis? Zelantis... Let me show you. I will show you real quick. No one is playing Geonator Transverser. If you get Geonator Transversered, they're probably playing some FTK. And there was nothing you could do about it anyway. What about Elf or Access Code? Access Code, sure. Elf, no. What are you gonna Elf? You're not playing 2s. Oh, Elf for SP. Whoa, oh, target protection. 1, you don't need the target protection. And 2, more importantly, you're probably not gonna Elf for SP. Because you just don't really have the necessary materials oftentimes. Or, like, that's a really bad end board. So it's just better to not do that instead. You could play Goddess. There's not real much merit to playing Goddess. Man, he always just shows up. Elf for SP is overrated. Yep. Hey, at least this Blue Eyes player was using the correct artwork. I can appreciate that. Oh, why am I not speeding this up? Because I'm stupid. Because I'm silly. And then I make a mistake. I could have done this a lot better. This is obviously a big mistake. Had I just chained to the Imseti, I could have popped this, which would have been a lot better. And then they send. And then the mandatory effect triggers. And then my effect triggers, and then they pop. No, I guess it didn't really matter too much. Anyway, Ponix. Don't worry, I'm gonna show you the combo, because I feel like it's a lot easier to show the combo. I only had Elf plus SP come up once, and it didn't matter, because I was winning the game no matter what happened. Yeah. It's very much so a win more situation. Also, this was the worst Hyung I've ever seen. Or it was just like, what if I fucking die? I feel like I should play more Nib. Nib seems crazy. Anyway, Ponix. Ponix. So here's where Anima comes up. If you have Nib, you put it in the Anima zone, and then you just take it, and now they don't have that giant token. So we go into Dark, we go into Promethean Princess. So this is the main combo. You go Promethean Princess, and if you have Promethean Princess and 2 materials, you have the ability to do quite a lot here. So we link off here into Raging Phoenix. Okay, now Raging Phoenix says, if a face-up fire monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, while this card is in your grave, target one of those monsters, special summon this card, and it gains attack equal to that monster's attack. Okay? So if you pop a guy, he becomes huge. So what we do is with Zelantis, because Zelantis says, during the main phase, banish all monsters on the field, then special summon as many monsters as possible that are banished by this effect to their owner's fields, face up or in face down defense position. So first of all, this special summons, which procs Promethean Princess. So what we do is we go Zelantis off of the Raging Phoenix, because you can just use any Link 4. We banish our field. We have the... We're going to put the Jet Dragon into face down, because it has a protection effect. But out comes Zelantis. We're going to put it in the middle, because it has a second effect. But Zelantis is then also going to special summon our other guy, which we're going to pop with Promethean Princess. So Promethean Princess pops, special summons a guy. Now, if your opponent had more cards on their field, that's okay, because Zelantis has a second effect, which says, during the battle phase, destroy cards on the field up to the number of co-linked monsters on the field. Now, notably, these two are co-linked, it can pop 2 during the battle phase. Fantastic. But Raging Phoenix is going to trigger here, because we popped a card off of the Promethean Princess, which triggers the Raging Phoenix, and now he is large and in charge. So now we go to the battle phase, and with the Zelantis, we were able to get Promethean, Raging Phoenix, which is huge, and Zelantis, while also having the ability to pop 2 during the battle phase, as well as we got another pop off of the Promethean Princess. So that's 3 bodies you can remove with the one Zelantis. Well, technically, Zelantis, Raging Phoenix, and Promethean. You do need all of this, and it is insane. And this is why I would a million times rather have this as opposed to Access Code. Access Code is good, but like, this does a lot more, it's a lot more consistent, and it outputs way more damage than just like, oh, I'm going to make Access Code. It also plays around the Promethean Princess lock, which is very important in like any deck that plays Promethean Princess. Promethean Princess. Whereas like, what's his bucket? Access Code doesn't. It's funny that the access code for Fire deck is a Water Dragon. Yeah, it is kind of funny. The main reason that it works in Snake Eyes is due to the fact that Snake Eyes can just like vomit out monsters, because it requires at the bare minimum 5 link materials, because you need 3 for Promethean. Well, it requires a bare minimum of 4, right? Because you Promethean, you bring back a guy, you link off into this guy, and then you link off again for Zelantis, and then you have to have a pop for the Promethean Princess. I was raging since I play Salad. Zelantis is a craft now. Yeah, Zelantis is cool. When I first saw that combo in the TCG, I was like, all right, that's crazy. What? Oh, right. Whoa, wait. What's in this pack? Damn, this pack sucks. Man, this pack is bad. No. Funny. Anyway. Coolio. I don't have anything else, really. I'm gonna call it quits there. I have access code already. I played Old Salad as well. Fair enough. Great and salad, awful and constructed. Awful for constructed. Oh, great and sealed, awful for constructed. Wait, what? Oh, that one, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to call it quits. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys did indeed enjoy. If you did, a like is very much so appreciated. And remember to always stay frosty. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.